Welcome to the Legally Speaking podcast, powered by Kassoon Car. I'm your host, Rob Hanna. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Adam and Ludo, the founders of The Legal Update, a collaboration between Kassoon Car and The Business Update. So, a very big welcome both.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
So, before we sort of go into this exciting new venture of the Legal Update, it'd be good for our listeners to know a bit about you both. So, Ludo, tell us a bit more about your background.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm an Italian student. I graduated from the University of York with a law degree, and I went on to get my LPC, and I will be starting my training contract soon, now 2 weeks' time. And I founded the Business Update 2 years ago now.
Great stuff. And Adam?
Sure. Thanks for having me back on the Legally Speaking podcast. I suppose I should say, Rob, after I joined you a few months ago, I head up the banking and finance and employment teams at Kassoon Car. I've almost been with the firm for a year now. I'm really excited about this collaboration. I've known Ludo since our time at university together, studying my law degree. I was a couple years above him. And we actually know each other because we initially played volleyball for the university team together. A little interesting fact.
There we go. So I mentioned at the introduction that you founded the Legal Update. So for those that are not familiar with it, Adam, do you perhaps want to tell us more about it?
Yeah, sure. The Legal Update is a legal news subscription that we've set up together with the Business Update, whereby we release a newsletter once a week on a Friday, just prior to the weekend. And it's targeted at providing legal news and analysis and updates on commercial stories, specifically within the legal sector, targeting both aspiring and already qualified solicitors. It also incorporates into the Business Update Pro website, whereby you can get interview tips and tips on how to analyze legal problems for things like interviews and such like that. But it's really targeted at providing legal news in an affordable, concise and bite-sized and easy to read format.
Brilliant. Sounds really interesting. So Ludo, why did you decide to start the Business Update generally and why the Legal Update?
That's a very good question. Both platforms started for a very similar reason. The Business Update started when I was in my second year, and I saw there was a lack of availability of simple information towards the commercial world. And basically, this is such an important concept when it comes to interviews for students, but also beyond that, as a professional, it's essential for a professional or whatever industry you practice to know what's going on in the commercial world, in the business, in politics, and so many areas. And I just found that when I went to try and find this information, I was met with huge articles from the Financial Times or from other resources, and I struggled to understand most of it. So we wanted to offer a starting point for students, but also for young professionals to get into this world and offer these services to fulfill this gap and this lack of information. And this leads us on to this fantastic opportunity and platform we created with Adam and obviously with Kassoon Car, which tries to meet also the requirements and lack of information in the legal industry. Because for such a huge industry, there's strangely a lack of availability of information. Sure, there are some platforms that offer services, but we thought it was a necessity for students, but also for professionals to have at hand these resources to stay updated with the legal industry, what's going on. And that is precisely why we chose to create the Legal Update.
Yeah, no, and that sounds really, really interesting because I do think there is a real gap for that sort of content that you are providing. And then Adam, coming to you, what are the sort of maybe short-term goals of the Legal Update? And maybe then Ludo, what are the sort of longer-term aspirations of what you're looking to achieve?
Yeah, I think firstly, the sky's the limit. As you said, there is definitely a gap in the market for this kind of offering. We really want to disrupt and modernize the provision of legal news across the sector. Really, we want to do that in a written format. We kind of watch this space. We're looking to do that in a bit of an audio format as well. But we really want to just increase our following and our membership and really create a discussion, not just about us providing news to the sector, but also writing on topics that people want to hear about and having their inputs in terms of creating a discussion about analysis. It's not just about who's moved where and what's happening in this practice area. It's really delving deep into the why is that happening and what's the effect of that happening going to be. We're looking to kind of, at the moment in the short term, complete our newsletter offering and continue to grow that to develop a substantial following. And as I said, really the sky's the limit in terms of where we think we can take this.
Great stuff. And Ludo, anything you would add on that sort of longer term?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with Adam. I think there's so many possibilities because there's simply an absence at the moment in terms of the services we're offering. And I think we wanted to get to the point where, be a professional, be a student, the legal update will be the resource you need to stay updated with everything that's happening in the legal industry and to get those essential insights into the industry, into the professionals, into the areas that at the moment it's hard to keep track of, really. And we want to be there and be that service for anyone to stay updated with everything happening in the legal industry.
Great stuff. And Ludo, if people want to sort of hear or know more, what's the best form or social medias for them to sort of learn?
Absolutely. That's a very good question. And the best way is probably to follow either the Kissun's Cars pages or the Business Update. We both have pages on LinkedIn, Instagram, and all the major social media. The Business Update has its website, of course, where the legal update is hosted, and that is thebusinessupdate.org. And you can find all the relevant information there if you choose to sign up.
Great stuff. Well, Adam and Ludo, it's been a pleasure having you on to sort of talk about the legal update. I'm very excited about what the future holds for this initiative. And I know you've both kindly agreed that you're going to be giving away I believe 5 yearly subscription memberships for free, and that offer ends by the 10th of September, I believe. Would one of you like to share what they need to do in order to qualify for that?
Yeah, sure. All you need to do in order to be eligible is sign up for a membership with the legal update. Depending on whether you're a graduate or a student or a legal professional, choose the relevant offer. You get the first month for free. And then we will be doing a draw based on all current members, and we will choose them at complete random. And it will be the people who are the 5 successful members will get a free yearly subscription, which is worth between £60 and £100, depending on whether you're a graduate or not. Completely on us. Therefore, you won't pay for the first month either. And obviously, give it the first month free. Encourage you to sign up, see what you think about our content. Let us know if there's anything you think we can improve, or there's anything we can do better, or there's anything you want to hear about. And then obviously, in order to not make people pay, in order to be signed up for the giveaway, feel free to cancel that subscription at the end of the month. Or we'd hope you want to join our community and be part of that disruption of the legal news space.
Great stuff. Well, once again, Ludo, Adam, absolute pleasure having you on. Wishing you lots and lots of success. And no doubt we'll hear from you in the future.
Brilliant. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.